cover those parameters. We'll small touch up on that, and we'll more focus on SD session today. So I hope, and with this COVID-19 situation, everybody is safe in current situation and stay home. And going forward, we'll catch up on everyone for their introduction. Let me start on that. Okay. Yeah, just to give you brief about myself, Abhijit Datta. I am working in ERP domain and SAP consultant as a SAP consultant for last 15-16 years. And my journey started with SAP support consultant. From there, I move on to implementation consultant. Now we are looking right now as a solution of SAP product. So that is the background of myself, and my journey starts with sales and distribution itself. So we'll try to give the insight about the sales and distribution background, more focused way. And this session is focused on the sales and distribution. So going forward, we know that I'll touch upon the ERP consultant point of view. So ERP is a concept where every organization, every global organization need their one system to integrate all the department in one organization corporate structure. We have different departments. There is a finance department, there is material management department, inventory department, there is sales department, there is marketing department, and all those other departments need to be integrated in the fashion so that all those information can be available from the CXO point of view, from the management side, as well as day to day in day out. They need to track all those orders, sales order, and financial term. So they need some software which is we call enterprise resource planning, which actually integrate all the modules, MMPP and other things, finance. So that is the ERP. Now in ERP market, we have different product. SAP one of the product in that area. We have a couple of other products. If you consider, there are Oracle also in this same market, and there is Microsoft product, Microsoft Dynamics for small industries. But if you consider SAP is for large organization. Those organizations who are mainly focused on the global presence have span their different country, different region, because SAP has that scalability and all modules are tightly integrated. So that is why SAP is taking the market share of 70% in the ERP market. There are other small vendors which we'll know. If you consider in the Indian market, Tally, we know that Tally ERP is there, but it is very much for the small organization. Tally cannot handle all those other things like integrated with the other software, integrated with bank and other things. Now in somebody is, I would request you, if you are not speaking, please mute your. So in the SAP area, we have functional module and we have technical modules also. In functional modules, we have different modules. I think these are the functional modules. In the SAP area, you find the sales and distribution, you find material management, you find finance and controlling, production planning, project system. All those in the left hand side in the slide are functional module, and there are also technical modules. So any gap which is not handled by the functional module and as per customer requirement, we need to bring those technical module to fulfill the gap. And there are other couple of bases, those who are looking the system performance, system monitoring, enterprise portal, EP portal. If you need to integrate your SAP system with other system, enterprise portal. PIPO is mainly used for system to system talking. One system is talking other system. BIBW is related to so reporting purpose. So there are a couple of different areas, different functional module, different technical module, and the thing is that individual module we need a consultant so that we can handle this thing. So in the product area, the whole product have a different module and different technical module as well as functional module and cloud product also. So in this slide it is showing, but in the point is individual area, individual module need one consultant, at least one consultant. So you can understand from the tool perspective, there is a vast tool. Individual functional guys need to handle individual modules, and technical guys need to also handle individual modules. So you can understand the SAP world. There are a lot of different skill set is required depending upon the functional area, such as we are focusing today is a sales and distribution area. The skill set and the background required, those who are working in the sales, who knows the sales cycle itself. Suppose a company, how the company take the sales order, how the company delivered that good, how the company raise those billing. So this comes under the SD modules. So if we understand the SD module, you need to understand how the company is taking sales order, means how the sales process is run. If you consider MM, material management, it is how the company handle their inventory. So individual module require different skill set, different background, different work experience to enable your business process and software. Okay. So I'll come to sales and distribution. Just I am touch upon other area also, so that if you can understand the holistic picture about that. Okay, someone is not in mute. I would request Shomion, who is not in mute, please reach out to him. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so in SAP area, you might get three type of consultant and resources there. One is functional consultant. Today our focus is SD. So SD is one of functional consultant. We have, apart from this, we have technical module as well as functional module and cloud product also. So in this slide it is showing, but in the point is individual area, individual module need one consultant, at least one consultant. So you can understand from the tool perspective, there is a vast tool. Individual functional guys need to handle individual modules, and technical guys need to also handle individual modules. So you can understand the SAP world. There are a lot of different skill set is required depending upon the functional area, such as we are focusing today is a sales and distribution area. The skill set and the background required, those who are working in the sales, who knows the sales cycle itself. Suppose a company, how the company take the sales order, how the company delivered that good, how the company raise those billing. So this comes under the SD modules. So if we understand the SD module, you need to understand how the company is taking sales order, means how the sales process is run. If you consider MM, material management, it is how the company handle their inventory. So individual module require different skill set, different background, different work experience to enable your business process and software. Okay.
So I'll come to sales and distribution. I am touch upon other area also, so that if you can understand the holistic picture about that. Okay, someone is not in mute. I would request Shomiran, who is not in mute, please reach out to him. Yeah, thank you. Uh, okay, so in SAP area, you might get three type of consultant and resources there. One is functional consultant. Today, our focus is SD. So SD is one of functional consultant. We have, apart from this, we have technical consultant. We have also basis consultant. So basis mainly handle the system performance monitoring. Is my system is up 24/7 or not? Our technical consultant, which is a coding background, who are having the technical background, who do the coding, prepare the logic, those things. And functional consultant are the running the show for functionally. So SD and different. Now, just to give you the SAP landscape, SAP landscape is we have generally have three landscape. Landscape means we need to have three atmosphere in SAP world. One is for development, where actually you do your testing, your configuration, your development, whatever R&D you need to require, you do those things in the development server. Then there is a quality server. Quality, once you know that, okay, my customization, my development run and fine, and it is fulfilling my requirement, we move those things to quality. So quality is much more fresh, and quality is much more robust rather than development server. And the third one is a production server, where actually your business data is there. So all those refinement happen from development and quality. Then once everybody is happy with the business logic and business process, then we move those changes to production. In production, there actually the business data and business, the customer, all the customer are real customer, all the material are real material, and those system is accessible across the world from the company side. So these are the landscape. Now just to touch upon how one person can become a SAP consultant. So if we consider the journey from the bachelor degree. Some person, those who are in the SAP world, everyone is going for the foundational education, which means that they have the college and university degree. So once the university and college degree ends, different people are scattered in different horizon or different domain. Someone has already started their journey in the finance department, someone has been already started their journey in sales and marketing. So different, so they are creating their domain knowledge, how the a organization run, how the company handle the customer, how the finance payment run, all these things. So there is a part of professional experience. Now ASIP also equal comes into those who having some kind of professional experience in their domain knowledge. Now what we are imparting, we are imparting some SAP background, SAP skill set, SAP knowledge, so that they can apply their SAP skill set as well as functional knowledge, and put and bring themselves in the SAP world. So it is a layer which having your college degree, then your professional experience, then your SAP knowledge, and these three will create a combination combo result in the SAP area. So if you jump from the any other area to SAP area, it is possible, because ultimately each and every in the background business need to run their business, they need the domain knowledge definitely. So So with the enhancement of Oswego, they can enhance their skill set as a SAP consultant, and they can jump into the all recognized organization in the right hand side. It is PwC, IBM, Cognizant, SAP, Tech Mahindra, Accenture. All those are who are running the SAP show in the marketplace, as well as there are some company who already run their core business in SAP. They also recruit the SAP consultant also. Now, moving forward, how we can do we can go as a SAP consultant? You need to have the domain knowledge. You need to have the SAP knowledge, and you need to also find a mentor who can guide you for take your handhold and guide you and take you through the journey. So it is not a single person fight. It is a combination fight. You need to have a peer group also, those who are facing challenges, same kind of challenges in the career journey. So it is not that you need to be only learn SAP. You also need some peer groups. Those are facing same challenges, same industry knowledge, how they are moving to SAP world, how what are the requirement in the SAP world. So you need to have a group who study similar thought, similar challenges, so that you can go on through the SAP consultant journey. Now, in this slide, I just try to give you what is the pathway from the candidate prospect who are in different area and different domain. The candidate needs to be self-motivated, a strong motivation to come in SAP world, because it is a very challenging and rewarding career itself, rather than doing sales and marketing job, because you need to know from start to end process everything. You know to as a in a organization, you need to the what are the sales channel, what are the sales process on the channel. So this is the you need to learn, you need to grow with the peer group, you need to mentor, as well as you need to certified in the SAP marketplace, so that your certification is not only India based, it is globally recognized. SAP is a company from Germany, as well as it spread over across the globe. So you are not a single India based consultant, you are becoming a global consultant. You will interact with the different country or consultant having same skill set. Now, having said that, I would focus right now on sales and distribution, and this webinar is totally focused on that area. Now, having said that, SD we say short as a SAP SD. SD means sales and distribution. What comes into this SAP area, sales and distribution area? It starts with the sales order, or it start with the quotation. So to run a show, you need to have a customer. To run a business, you need to have a customer who is willing to buy your product. Now, how the customer is, how you reach sales, all these need to be. Sorry, I think is my screen is visible, or somebody else has already presenting.
Yeah, your screen is not visible.
Okay, I just
Okay.
get a
Vinith,
notification.
can you? Yeah, Vinith, can you unshare your screen? It's
Vinith.
showing. Abhijit, you present again.
Okay. I hope now the
Yes,
screen is
yes.
visible. Okay, thank you. Okay, now to learn sales and distribution start with the sales order. how the organization get the sales order. There can be a different channel you organization get those orders. So we need to track from that point. Now let me give you example. We all know Amazon, Flipkart, all having a app or web um, based system. So we put our order. So this is my material. This is the quantity. So this all need to be in the back end. You all need to be aggregated, and from those sales order has been generated. Now once the sales order has been generated, you can pay it, you can pay later, or you have different option. You can pay cash on delivery, all those things. So different sales order, different payment terms, different customer, different shipping address, all those combination need to be handled in the SD module. So customer can buy four kind of product, but they want not a single shipping address. They want for two product in a different shipping address, two product in different shipping address. So we need to capture all those information. Otherwise, if we are not capturing those information, there is a customer unhappy customer. So you will not give any further order to Amazon or Flipkart. So all this organization, take any name, Amazon, Flipkart, all they have their backend in SAP. So all those order get combined and go to the SAP system, and there they get all those order, and then again you are getting back those information in your login. So there is a communication between their SAP system as well as their delivery date, when they will deliver all this information in SAP, and they fetch those data from SAP server to your web server. Now you get, okay, my delivery will happen on so and so date. So those information is coming from their backend, which is the SAP server. So to be very frank, SAP sales and distribution start from the when you get your sales order. So you have some activity before your sales. So just like inquiry, customer is start asking what is whether this particular material is available or not. Sometimes we see that, okay, inquiry comes there, then there is a process of quotations. I just need to go over there. So just keeping these are the topics. So let me back. So once the order get confirmed, there are logistic action will happen. So once you put your order, you are as a customer, you are done. I have put my order. Uh, Now, when it will get delivered, is the stock available or not? Is there what is the availability check, whether stock available or not? So system confirm you, okay, this is the delivery date. The delivery is happening on that date or not? So all these are the company performance in the back end. And it becomes customer delight. So if you give your order, get your order on date, on time, so you are delighted. The next time you will put the same order and there is a trust in the system. Everybody is happy, and your sales volume but if anything is not happening, suppose in the front end it is showing that your delivery date is somewhere else, but you are not getting your delivery on that date. So customer, as a customer, you will be not happy. Hmm. So as a SAP SD consultant, your job will start from the order, and till that you are giving the invoice. So this is the journey of SAP sales and distribution. So all those comes under your anything payment done, it is going to finance. So there is a different consultant look after about that. There's in the company side, there are different department look into those things. So okay, now these are the some background you should learn, or you you should have some kind of background of this. And these are the key modules under the beneath of SD, sales and distribution. So you sales and distribution is tightly coupled with the material management and production planning. So suppose your production is not happening, your material is not available, there is no point to take the sales order and not meeting the delivery date. So there are different order to cash and or there are make to order, make to stock. All this scenario within comes under the SD purview. So as a consultant or as a SD guy, you should know all those terminology or all those the business process behind that. So this couple of point over here, you need to, as a SD consultant, you need to know the master data, which is customer master, sales, delivery, billing, pricing also is an important part, because if your price is not correct, if your tax is not correct, if your custom duty is not correct, no one is happy, because your invoice is your actually your and there is also a credit management over there. So a customer is credit worthy or not. Suppose you do your Airtel bill paid or Vodafone bill paid, you must know that in postpaid there are some credit you are enjoying. So as per customer profiling, you are enjoying some credit. If you are not paying good enough, then your credit score is go down. So this all, as a SD consultant, you need to look into all those things and to understand their business process from start to end. It is not that okay, I only look after the sales order. No, it is not like that. So you need to know their in and out of their any organization sales process. So your thought process should be vast and not only limited to SD and MM. So you need to integrate with other module, as well as you need to think through all those process. If there is any blockage or anything happen in between, there is a repercussion or there is some subsequent action need to be taken. So what are those from sales? And if you understand, though, for any organization, sales is a must to have, otherwise company does not exist. In any organization, take any XYZ company, considering the global 500 company to any small kirana, they need to have a sales process in their system. Otherwise there will be no customer, no business, nothing. So SD is an integral part of any business. Okay. Now, as a SD consultant, there are some pathways you can vouch for. One is implementation consultant and one is support consultant. Now, suppose, for example, Tata Steel has been implemented SAP as a backend, or Amazon has been implemented SAP. Now, they need to implement their system, how they will do the process flow, all these things. Now a implementation partner need to be engaged. Now once the implementation has done, then they need to engage a support partner. So implementation and support partner is totally different. So implementation is considered as a project and support is considered as a AMC. So support is ongoing, but implementation is considered as a project. So we have a clear objective by implementation. Now it is everybody in every organization go for digital transformation. So all their process, whether sales process, material management process, finance process, everything need to be considered as a digital. And COVID has, truly speaking, COVID has make those digital transformation as very fast and make as a catalyst. So those company who are thinking, okay, we are running the show, will think later on. They are also thinking to make their digital transformation in the short duration kind of thing. Otherwise business cannot exist. In your daily area, you understand that all the things, all the business need to be happen through digitally. Otherwise the system is the business does not exist in the near future. So there is a huge demand in the market. You need to capture those demand. If you think like the how they will face the challenges, how as a consultant you will add your value for their sales process. And now if you understand, there is a tremendous pressure also from business side to relook their business model, how they do business, how do they do sales process, how do they do their financial model, because there are a lot of changes in happening in the marketplace. There is AI and information machine learning coming, blockchain is coming, then there are different digital project are coming. Now those need to be integrated, and you need to be learn all those skill to enter in the job market, to get a good position in the job market, because these are very knowledgeable industry, these are very skillful industry. You need to know your skill, you need to add value. And when you think, your thought process is not only restricted on a particular process, it is across your all the organization. So it is a organizational base, your thought process will change, your insight will be changed. So your career is very much value added. Not only okay you are doing a customer, particular customer base, not, it is across the company. Your thought process will across the process wise. So how the business will survive, how the business will do business. It might be in different channel, it might be in internet, it might be in the touch point, there might be shop, there might be distributor agent. All these need to be think alike, and need to understand the business pain point also. That is how you will add value. That is how the consultant is very highly demanded in the marketplace. Now now here we uh, uh, okay, I'll take a pause over here just to ask you whether we are taking question in the midwheel, or will take the question in the end. If Arindam or Shomiran can give me the feedback on that.
Yeah, Abhijit, thank you very much. The thing is that we can take their feedback also, because we don't know from which background they are from.
Mhm.
As you are very much experienced, then you might be thinking from the consultant point of view. But those who are
Mhm.
freshers or 2 3 years of experience, also 2 3 years experience, we can consider as a fresher. So that may go beyond their head. So it is better then we can introduce, you can take introduction of themselves, so that it will be helpful to understand from which background they are.
Okay, okay. I'll take the note, and if that will be helpful for all of us. What are their challenges, and what they actually looking for from
Exactly, exactly.
a that will helpful. Yeah, Shominan, over to you. You can do open the forum for any queries or any question from there, and we that will help us also to understand their
Exactly.
challenges, and we can talk through on those point also, so that it will be helpful everyone. Hmm?
Yes.
Okay, over to you, Shominan, to get
So,
some activity from the forum. Yeah.
may I ask? I think Mr. Devbroto Mukherjee is there, Beneath is there, and Mr. VP Singh is also there. Supriyo Paru is also there. So, may I know that Mr. Devbroto, may I know from which background you are and what is the
Yeah.
experience you have?
Yeah, I think if everyone can put their chat also, will take the note from there itself. Vineet, would is request you to stop the your camera, so that that will be helpful from the perspective. We can Shomiran. Thank you, Vineet. We can take the chat also, Shomiran, so that if everyone put their chat.
Yes, Vineet has a question that whether we'll cover that FI area also, FICO area also. But openly speaking, this session is basically for a sales and distribution module. Okay, we have around 35 modules in SAP. But today we are covering an SMEs from SD background, especially SD background. However, we have FICO also tightly integrated with SD module. So may not be this session will be covering with the FICO module, but in future, shortly in the next week, we may come up with FICO module.
Yeah.
Anyway, he has shared his contact number, mail ID, so we can take a one-to-one session. Okay. May I know, Vinith, which background you are from? Or Mr. Devabroto Mukherjee, may I know what is your background so that it will be helpful for us? Okay, that's great. Vinith is from commerce background, so obviously he is looking for FICO module. Um,
Yeah,
so,
just to sorry, Shumran, just
sure.
to give you, we try to give individual each weekend we try to conduct a different module. So today we are trying to cover the SD module. Subsequent week we will cover the FI module or MM module or HR module. All those module will be covered. So accordingly your interest area and according to your educational qualification in the background, so you can enroll yourself according to those session. So so i'll back to those things side by side. Shomiran, please check the chat window so that
Yes,
if
yes.
anyone is putting their chat, they can also we can also address those things.
Vinith
Coming back.
had a request to cover a small part of FICO also, and last we will cover definitely. Vinith, we will cover what is the area is related to SD. We will cover of this area. Please be patient and please listen to SD. Okay, we will be covering that FICO area also.
Okay, now these things we understand those things. So within this sales area, we are covering in different area. Means if we understand there is S4 HANA. Now S4, I just wanted to mention over here some background related to the S4. So SAP, I'll just go back to SAP journey so that everyone can understand. So this is the SAP product journey. Now it start from 1970. So SAP is a German company. It's Germany is their head office, headquarter, and they come with a SAP R1 small in architecture that time in 1970s. So from 1970s there was R1 there and 1979 there is R2. So depending upon the market demand, the product portfolio also change. And you can see that there are different times from 70s. Today is 2020. So 50 years SAP has covered their journey. Now as per the market need, the product also get complex, product get change, because this is a business software. Now if the business change, the software need to be changed, otherwise it lose their justification. Now we are from 2016 15 16 SAP is come with the S4 HANA. So what is S4 HANA new things? So SAP is running very well for the large organization. ECC, it is called ECC, Enterprise Core Component. Now the if you look into the market dynamics, you will change, you will see there are change in the marketplace also. So the background, the data is become more valuable. And if you look into the current pandemic scenario, you will also look in the Reliance Geo platform, how they evolve and how much they invested. Different company has invested in the Reliance platform. Okay, so different company is very much vouch about the data. and India is very large country, having 130 billion population. Everyone, yeah, and you can imagine the amount of data which is circulating in the digital world. Now this need to be nurtured. This need to be identified. This need to be uh, insightful. This data. So from those area has been identified, and also the social media also taking a major role on these things. So every software is need to be integrated with the social media current right now. If you as a product. So 2015 from 2016 SAP is understand, okay, their software is built on the 1970s, okay, so which is not up to date, and there, if you understand deeply, the table structure is something different. Now with this large data volume, they need to change their architecture itself. So they understand those things in 2015 2016. So they try to change their the bottom line and the beneath of the data. So it is, if we consider some kind of RDEMS, it is a row based thought process. So we have a table, we will have all those columns. Now to access those data, to get the insight, to get the prediction, all these things, they require to have a different architecture. Now to understand, by understanding that, SAP comes with their separate architecture, table structure has been changed. So they come with a new product as a S4, which is simple, simple for simple logistics, simple finance, all these things. So they, it started from 2015-16 time, and SAP has taken a stand. Okay, uh, 2027, all their ECC customer need to be moved to S4. 2027. So they have put their roadmap, and if you go to the SAP site, you will get, okay, all their ECC customer need to be stop their support. So with this consideration, today is 2020, so we have 7 years on global, all the global company have their 7 years on their hand to move into SAP S4 HANA. And they, truly speaking, all those large organizations have their roadmap has been identified, and they will go to S4 HANA. They has to bound. So you now you if you know a things which is coming in the market and which is hot, you definitely make a foothold in this area, and you can jump into the SAP world. So there will be a demand supply gap. I would request you to look into the means Google, understand those things, understand the demand, understand the supply, and then you put your own thought, and take the decision. So that one thing we just I wanted to highlight, that we have 7 years on your hand to move your career path in the SAP world, so that your thoughtful and insightful, your visual look will be changed when you come. You are not looking into the individual transaction. You will look into the organizational wise process, which is a very much uplifting what you are doing. I just wanted to highlight over there. Now moving back to this course area. So we just put some different course overview over here. You will all. I just wanted to mention that it is a business software, as a business tool. So all your process, all your everything need to be aligned with your business, and for that you need to have a business consultant who understand the business side, as well as your tool prospect SAP side, so that you can create a bridge kind of thing, and you will add value to business pain and everything. So it is, uh, uh, your thought process is not only that okay, I am a SAP guy, I'll not thought about the business, because you are the middle point between the process and system. The process owners or a business owner will ask you to think, give some challenges, and now as a consultant you need to think and give your solution point of view. And so that you need to know the SAP tool very much well. Until unless you are not knowing those tool, you will not able to give those solution to the business pain point to the business. So there are I tried to put over here some terminology which we in SAP world go across, and also put some methodology where how we are giving our SAP world has put their thought on those, just like SAP Activate and best practices. So for any project they have some methodology to run the show, to implement the SAP implementation. They have some methodology which will called as a SAP Activate methodology, and there are sales document, data flow, business transaction, incompletion, partner function. All those are some terminology within the business. Once you understand the
Hello.
individual. Sorry.
Abhijit, I am sorry to interrupt you here. Actually, you
Hmm,
are keep on saying that it is a business software, and business software. So,
correct.
those who are just completed their BTech or BTech with some other experience, those are not done MBA. They will be thinking that, oh, this is a business software, so I am not fit for this course. But the fact is not that you you should be the MBA background or business, you should be business
No, no.
experience. So shall I ask you a question, Abhijit? Have you done your MBA? Are you from MBA background?
No, no. No, no, I am not from MBA background. To let you know that I have completed my engineering background. Then I have some domain knowledge, SAP, sales domain knowledge, and then I
That
start.
means you have some sales experience, right?
Correct, correct, correct,
Exactly.
correct.
The thing is that those who are not done their MBA, they will be thinking there will be some misconception that they should complete their MBA first, then
No,
they will join this SAP course. But fact is not that. You can do, you have some domain knowledge, then you can with that domain knowledge you can join this course and become a SAP consultant also. So
agree, 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 Shomiran. I just wanted to highlight over there, as we are considering those things. So you need to thought from the business point of view. It is not a technical anything where you need to put your code and logic. You need to think what should be the business process and how you can do your solution. So the thought process is totally different over here. And that is my point of view over here.
yeah, Abhijit, you can continue. Yes, Abhijit, you can continue
Yeah.
now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Okay. And moving forward, it is considering that delivery is also comes under the SD purview, which is a sales and distribution. So how your delivery will happen, how your controlling of you need to merge all those delivery, you need to route those delivery, how the delivery will reach to the end customer, when the delivery will dispatch from your plant. All this need to be think through, as well as in the journey you will come across the guys, which is a material management guy, who is looking look take care of your inventory. You will come across with the EWM, which is a embedded warehouse management. So some industry example, the logistics, Amazon, or you take any pharma company name, though they have their EWM put in place. So individual bean wise, batch wise, they need to bring those inventory. On this context, I just wanted to mention one thing, that suppose you are in a pharma organization. So in those pharma organization, understand that whenever you purchase your medicine, you also check whether the expiry date. Okay, so all your production and everything need to be on FIFO basis, first in first out. So all your medicine, all everything goes to the market, whichever is a earlier date. So if systematically you need to enable those systems, so that your stock should be aligned. So from SD point of view, you don't need to be think on those things, because they are a separate, or separate consultant, which is an MM consultant or EWM consultant. But as a SD point of view, you need to be aligned with the process and how your delivery will happen, as well as your sales cycle will start from where, from the sales point of view, from when you take the order. So how you will take the order, from online, offline, what are the channel you are getting, and what are the, and if you understand that one organization have multiple SKU, multiple, suppose we take a Unilever. Now Unilever has a different range of product. They have FMCG product, as well as they have different other division also. So individual division has their own KPI. How they manage their KPI, how they handle their SKU, all small. So how they do the settlement, all those things will come under the preview of sales. As well as when you create a sales or a bill, invoice, what are the GL account will get hit, what are my tax account get hit, what are the those things also need to be considered under the sales area. And nevertheless, there are some area which is a pricing. So that is also important area. You need to have a pricing agreement, different pricing, different discount type, contract, all this comes under the SD preview. So I'll not go into the individual details, because as my understanding is, we are we are if someone is having depth knowledge in individual area, you can ask your question, so that I'll try to answer those questions in any particular depth area. So moving forward, that there are some also I tried to mention over here, the different sales process, consignment process, all those text control, copy control, some extras. So how the support project runs, how the troubleshooting happen, how the cutover, what are the cutover activities. Now over there, in the in any implementation project, in SAP implementation project, you need to have a cutover activities. So suppose you have a different software, or you are Excel based company. Now you need to bring all those Excel into your SAP system. Now suppose I am just try to give you one example, so that it is you can understand from here. So suppose we take example, we as a organization wanted to implement SAP in particular 1st January. Okay, now 1st January we have need to update all those stocks within the system. Okay, so now what will be the stock, no one knows, even if business doesn't know, even if you doesn't know from the implementation point of view. So all those data will come under from business side, will come under the cutover activities. How the open sales order will handle, how my open invoice will be handled. All these things needs to be cautiously discussed with the business, and then we create a cutover strategy, so that everyone will know that okay, this portion will come from the SAP side, and this portion will come my earlier Excel. So all those things are happening in the cutover activities. Okay. Now, moving forward, I'll touch upon how we are trying to impart our knowledge with the student. One is we have experienced teacher which is from industry side. We try to do a project where actually individual all the other student, it is not only SD, because if, when you get hands on the system, you understand you are stuck because of some stock issue, because of some FI issue. FI means, I mean, finance issue. There are some stock related issue. So all those issue is not depend on SD side. It is different on the other module which you doesn't have those kind of proper information. Now you need to have those gather in the jointly collaboratively, so that you understand how one the implementation project done in the marketplace. So we try to impart those things also, and we also give the access so that you can do your own practice. And trust me, you need to practice lot more. Otherwise, if you ask any SAP guy, they need to practice in the system. If he is not practicing in the system, he is gradually out of the SAP system. So you need to have system access. You need to have the peer group who are facing the same challenges. So suppose you are making a stock posting. So what are the challenges over there? You need to ask somewhere, because when you do your stock posting, your configuration, your everything, mm, that time you will face a lot of challenges, and that is expected. It should be. Otherwise, if you not face any challenges in the marketplace, when you go for SAP consultant, you will face same challenges, more than but at that time you have a limited time also to give your solution, because transaction are weighted, your stopwatch is running, all these things. So if you are not competent enough, you are not able to handle those things, then there will be a huge pressure at that time. So you need to very much hands on in the system, so that you can put yourself as a consultant or support consultant point of view. And same time, it is not where you are standing. You need to continuously upgrade your knowledge base to stay on in the ground, because it is highly knowledgeable industry. And if you are skillful, trust me, if you are skillful, if you are knowledgeable, your sky is the limit. Because everywhere we find who is the skillful guy, who is know SAP system access, who know SAP system better, they are very much demanded in the marketplace. Now, now these are something we try to give hand holding, and the things we try to give all those course material and those things. And we I just wanted to give you that we are following a certification course curriculum, so that if anybody is trying for the certification, which is the SAP Global Certification, they are very much aligned with our course, so that once you finish those course, you are very much aligned with the certification, so that you can module yourself as a certified one, and you can jump on the certification also. So there is no, once you do your certification, you are becoming a global consultant, and you can apply for anything globally. Now, there are some interview preparation. Within those, we try to provide you some grooming, professional grooming, resume preparation, as well as mock interview. We try to give you some mock, so that you are aligned how you speak, what are the terminology will do, all this thing. Now some placement assistant we try to give. Let me share a thought over here, that in the marketplace there are notification comes. Those notification we try to pass on the student side, so that you can apply for those as per your background, as per your working knowledge, as per your current CTC, so that you can, that is best suited for you, you can jump on those. And I think these are the things I have. Shomiran, if anyone has any question, I think it is open for forum to ask anything. And I think we are top of the hour also, so so that is also thing. Okay, Shomiran, hand it over to you.
Thank you, Abhijit, for sharing your experience and sharing your knowledge for SD, for becoming SD. What is the background is required, and how they will start their career also. I think it is your time. You have, if you have any questions, you can ask us. Um, uh, so I would ask Mr. Shubhadeep, Mr. Supriyo, Mr. Devabrata also, if they have any question. Supriya has some question. 1 minute. He has asked, I will
So,
become background. Yeah, you are telling something.
so Saviran, there are two questions. One from Shubhajit Chakravarti. He is from BA background and he is doing a certified course from ICWA. He's asking me is he eligible for FICO. So, Shubhajit, I'm not sure whether I discussed with you. This is Arindam here. And yes, you are eligible for FICO course as you are already doing ICWA certification course, and you will have some idea on, you will have most of the various topics knowledge from finance part, so you are eligible for FICO course.
And Supriya is also having some doubt. He's a BCom student. What about the course? And currently working as a MIS executive for last 4 years. Uh,
Yeah, Supriyo, but when are you going to complete your BCom?
I think he has completed. He has
Okay.
completed.
Okay, just let me take that question with your permission. So, Shupriyo, you already do some MIS executive, so it is information system, if I understand correctly. So, you already take out some extraction of some system, okay? And now those system definitely might be ERP or might be not ERP. So you understand in your daily life that to get those correct report, which is you pass it to a board member or something, not ERP. Okay, that need to be the data need to be very much correct. The higher management also need to see those data in proper fashion, proper things. Okay, it you might extract from logistics report, you might extract finance report, you might extract some other report. So you know that yes, there is the system is required to extract those data point to take the correct decision. Now, what is the system behind that? What is the process knowledge behind that? If there is any delay or any process breakup where actually data goes wrong, so those are the process knowledge. Now coming to that, your graduation is okay. After that, what you can do, your value addition is having knowledge into some domain, whether might be in SD or might be, that depends your this 4 years journey. So you might be extract from finance report also. So will that extraction understanding the data will help or not? that is your call, means whether it is SD or whether it is finance. Accordingly, you can put yourself in those areas. It is not only your background will also help you to get through on those areas. And you are not becoming only MIS. You will understand, okay, this is where you go wrong, this is the data point you are making mistakes. So those kind of knowledge you will gather once you go through this ACP courses. So it is not only the back end or ACP user point of view. You also take a deep dive and try to understand those path also. And I'm not sure your current industry background also. So leverage out those industry background. Suppose you might be in pharma background, or suppose you might be in FMCG background. So what happens in the FMCG sector? So what are the things happen? So individual industry have their own path, and individual industry have their own terminology. Suppose I would say pharma industry is very much concentrated on batch. So if you know that batch, how the batch processing is happen, how your expiry date is happening, so those kind of knowledge will help you to leverage in the next career journey. You can push your understand those things. You can put yourself on those area also. That is my answer. Oshomiran, you can add, or Inam, you can add anything if you want.
No, he had a doubt whether with this background and with this 4 years of experience as an MIS reporting, so whether he can continue the SD course. Yes, the fact is that from if we look back to our history, many of our students who after completing become also with having 2 years of experience, and they have done the SD courses. After doing the SD courses, within 6 months they are placed. Okay, few experience we have already. So yes, as a become background with this 4 years of experience, you can join in the sales and distribution module also, if you have that sales little bit sales domain experience.
No, I just give one another thought. Supriyo, think which area you are extracting, which MIS part you are extracting for your board members or any. So focus on those areas itself. So that will be helpful you to understand those things also. Okay. Okay, Arindam, any more question? Or I,
Subhadeep is
s-
having
I-
any questions or doubt, Mr. Subhadeep? I don't think they have any doubt or questions. Uh, yes, Subhadeep, you have said that you have 7 years of experience. You have some. May I know, apart from that experience, what is your background? Because and
no,
experience in which domain, so that we can suggest you some course.
Uh,
7 years of experience, which domain?
I think in quality, he has said I have 7 years experience in quality.
okay. So if I think for quality background, so there is 7 years means he already have a exposure in quality. So he understand that what quality means, and there is a module called quality management in the SAP itself. So there actually you need to configure and in the quality in the process. So every organization, those who are CMMI or something else, have quality, need to ensure their quality. So they are in the process flow, they put their quality check and compliance over there. So those things you can need to be so you already have a background of how the quality has been there. Now you need to know how in say a system can help you out. What are the configuration behind that? What are the company willing to implement those things? Suppose having 7 years of experience in a quality, you know that there are some challenges in the organization itself. Something they, or from the top level, they want to implement, but somehow there is a pain point over there. So you need to identify those things to with your past experience, and you need to identify how you can put those things into the system, doing knowledge about the SAP, and then you can flow. So it is a process and system, so that your quality will be much more smoother. So that is why business will give value to you. No, it is not required to have SAP experience background. You have enough domain knowledge. So you once you have those domain knowledge in you with you, it is only to know that how SAP is configuring those things into the system. It required your process knowledge. Suppose you want to implement a quality check in this particular area or in this particular process. So product A are becoming semi-finished, and the finished product is B. Now from transforming A to B, you need to put some quality over there. Now how you put the quality check over there, and what are the quality measurement user need to know. If there is those quality does not maintain, then how the stock will move? It will go to the quality stock. Some modification will done. So from the system point of view and from organization point of view, they also need to know what are my quality failures, and why it is happening. So you need to take a deep down from your process point of view as well as system point of view. I would request to you only need to know from how you convert your knowledge into the system, and then you will implement your quality in some other organization. It is not only in your organization you will do. You are becoming a quality
হ্যাঁ
consultant.
কিছু একটা
now you
প্রেজেন্ট
will
করা তো
implement those quality
বেস্ট
knowledge to
পিপিটিটা
others.
ছিল, পিপিটিটা
So
সরিয়ে নিতে হবে
every
নাকি?
organization who maintain their quality, they also have a quality management put in
না
place
তোমার
in the
কাছে থাকলে
system
তুমি
itself,
প্রেজেন্ট করবে, মানে
along with
পিপিটিটা।
PPMM as well as quality. So
ও আরে কিছুই নেই, শুধু মানুষগুলো কথা বলছে। ঠিক আছে।
yeah, over to Shomiran. I think I have covered my words.
Yeah, thank you, Vijit. Can you share some organizations, those who recruit the SAP consultants, not only SD, some other consultants also, some other module from the Eastern India region or all over India? What is the organizations? And apart from the big organizations, the small organizations also, those who recruit the SAP consultants, can you give some example?
Okay, quality management is also hand in hand goes, if I understood, the PM and PP. So your exposure will not only quality as well as PM. It means plant maintenance and production planning. So what are the integral part? If you consider, there are some cement organization or those company who already implement their quality in their system. So that is my knowledge as to pharma and cement.
No, not
I
only
don't want
pharma
to
and
take.
cement. That the ITC also, ITC in Kolkata, those they are having that manufacturing of tobaccos, and they have the food business. Though they also recruit for the quality management QM module. And apart from that, not only QM, if you can share some other organizations, those who recruit the SD module also. Uh, I think in Eastern India that biggest recruiters are there, Excite and some other organizations, small organizations also, they recruit the SD consultants, right? Hello.
Yes.
And
Yes.
efficiency are better because um, a long time you are in the industry, so you could uh, do you have any other questions or any doubt? You can openly say. You can ask the questions in this forum.
Hi, Devabruto. I think I miss out your chat.
Thank you, everyone. I think we have elaborately already discussed about the SD module, and apart from SD module, we have discussed some other areas also. So thank you, everyone. It's a nice session. Nice talking to you. We'll meet in the
Mm,
next week, same
Yeah.
day, same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
We try to impart different module knowledge so that those who are interested they can have a
Yes.
look into that. Yeah.
If your
Thank you.
friends are interested to join, you can ask them also. Same link they can follow. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.